Right, JP Morgan launching an exciting new financial instrument this week. Can you believe it? Apparently it's a bond underpinned by residential mortgages. The bank has sliced up the risk and then they sell off 90% and 10 of them. Hang on, are you shitting me? This is the same stuff that happened back in 2008, 2009 that led to the global financial crisis. I'm getting this strong sense of deja vu here. But I guess, there are two ways to take this. Either humanity hasn't learned its lesson, Armageddon is coming again, or you could take it on the basis that the global economy is recovering, right? We can afford to do this stuff because, hey, it's all fine. The mortgages are fine. People can afford to pay off the bonds. So there you go. The global economy is booming. And I don't mean blowing up, it's booming. Adidas, it's back. Remember, 2014 was a bad year for the German sports apparel maker. They lost a boatload of money in Russia when the Crimean disaster blew in and then the currency went to the dogs. They also were doing really badly in the golf business because TaylorMade was in the crapper. And then Reebok was also record bad sales. But they're on the mend. They've got sales picking up in the United States of America with their new Boost range. Plus, of course, they've got Kanye West with his Yeezy line of garments. Those distressed garments for hipsters with a full of holes. What do you think those things sell for? Can you imagine? Anyway, you can't keep a good German down. Which reminds me also, in Russia, even they're doing well. Do you know the old joke about Russians? How can you tell the rank of a Russian soldier? By looking at the number of lines that he has on his Adidas tracksuit. North Korea, what a terrible country. Did you hear this week's outrage? A 21-year-old student whose name was Otto Warmbier, what a great name for a student, was arrested trying to leave the country. He was checked in at a Pyongyang hotel. When he left the hotel, he took with him one of the propaganda posters. Got 15 years for that. Meanwhile, the Koreans are firing off bombs into the missiles into the ocean, threatening to bomb the United States of America. But, what a pathetic country, what a pathetic leader they have. When you walk through a parking lot and you've got a dog, a chihuahua, locked up in a car, bark at you, that's what it's like being threatened by the North Koreans. Man, I love this story. There's a guy called Nathan Tinkler, right? An Australian coal mining baron. But wait till you hear this story. 2006, right? This guy is an electrician working on a coal mine. Basically, he gets booted because he, has loans and debts all over the place. So he scrapes together 1 million Australian dollars to put down as the down payment on a clapped out coal mine, which 18 months later is doing so well it makes profits of 442 million Aussie dollars. So what does he do? In the following 10 years, he buys houses in Hawaii, 2 professional sports teams in the city of Newcastle, a massive thoroughbred horse stud, and then he caps it off by buying himself a Dassault Falcon 900C private jet. This week, declared bankrupt, finished, kaput, klar. Turn out the lights, the party's over. So what do you think is going to happen to Nathan Tinkler now? He's living in Singapore, but he says he's just going to go back to being an electrician. Well, that's very nice, Nathan Tinkler. Going back to that life, that's going to be a shock.